Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World of Kayfabe podcast. I'm your host, Click Nick, along with my good friends, Dan the Man and Staggerly Crocker. And tonight we come to you with a very sad news. Ladies and gentlemen, the wrestling industry lost a legend. We have lost a GOAT. We have lost an icon to this professional wrestling industry. Yes, I am talking about the one, the only, Scott Hall. And in honor of him tonight, we have all worn our NWO inspired t-shirts. Myself, I've worn my NWO hat. So, guys, this is a very tough time. Of course, myself and Dan the Man, and obviously Zach Crocker, we've all idolized Scott Hall. Not as much as I have, but we all were big fans of him, and we want to take the time to offer our condolence, our sorrow, our sadness, whatever. We are very sorry to hear the death of Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon. That's just pretty much what I have to say about it. It sucks because I'm definitely devastated when Stagger sent the message in our group chat that he had passed away. And then right after, or really right before he did that, WWE opened up at Raw with the picture of Scott Hall. It sucks, but we have a show to do tonight. We got a lot of great stuff to talk about. We got our review of WWE 2K22. We have Jeff Hardy dancing his way into All Elite Wrestling. We have so much other stuff going on tonight, but we wanted to kind of get this out the way first. Normally we come over here, I'm jumping up and down, screaming we are live, but not tonight. Not tonight. Tonight, we are offering, I see Dan's got a drink. I got my big-ass drink right here. So, in honor of you, Scott Hall, cheers to you, mate. Right there. And a big fat, too sweet to everybody. Right there. And with that being said, gentlemen, how are y'all doing tonight?
Okay.
All right, other than this shitty news, but I really was hoping we were going to get a miracle, man, but it wasn't.
I was excited, man. When Stagger sent the message, he's like, yeah, they unplugged the life support. And as soon as they unplugged the life support, like, all right, good. He's got a fighting chance. He's going to do good. He's going to be all right. Sure enough, I get home and I'm making hot dogs and I'm sitting down about ready to eat. And I get the gut-wrenching text. The text I've been waiting for all night is him of Scott Hall passing away. So, it's unfortunate.
I didn't think it was true because, like I said, I've been hearing all day. Everybody's posting online, rest in peace, Scott Hall, and I'm like, dude, he's not passed away yet.
Yeah.
And then I was telling the wife, I said, look, at the beginning of Raw, if it happened, they're going to show a graphic. And lo and behold, I'm sitting on the edge of my couch right here, and it says, in memory of Scott Hall. And I literally yelled at the TV. I said, that's not real. Like, that's the first time I was ever like, I didn't believe it.
Same. I felt like it wasn't real. I felt like
that's like how it was when I saw the announcement that he had a heart attack, the 3 heart attacks. I was like, no, that can't be real. That has to be fake. He's fine.
I mean, he's Razor Ramon, for crying out loud. The man's Razor Ramon. He kicks ass.
Yeah.
If he can kick alcohol addiction's ass and drug addiction ass, he could kick this heart attack's ass. Unfortunately, he lost that. And it's very sad because, he's definitely one of my idols. He was easily one of the most charismatic wrestlers in this industry. I mean,
dude, and his character
oozing in machismo-ness.
Dude, his character was, man, it was supposed to be just a gimmick.
Yeah.
Razor Ramon was just supposed to be a gimmick, but he made it in honor of Scott Hall. He made you feel like he was real. And dude, he man, we could sit here all day and talk about our memories of Scott Hall. I have so many of them. It was,
man, I got so many memories too, bro.
it was him that influenced me to run around and just too sweet everybody in middle school. When I was in,
I did it at work.
No, I was in elementary school or middle school. I was in middle school. I was in 6th grade, and man, I remember all of us, bro, wearing our NWO shirts, and we were running around going too sweet, too sweet, too sweet. And it just sucks knowing that he's not here anymore. That really sucks.
See, you'll never be as cool as Scott Hall screaming too sweet and standing perfectly still, having a drink, hit him right in the head. That's priceless. And Dan froze a little bit. I don't know. We got some technical difficulties here.
Well, he'll be back when he can. But yeah, one of the funniest ribs I've heard that he would play, he would go up to any new guy. Hey, what's your finisher? Oh, cool! Can't wait to kick out of it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't remember that. But
yeah, it's in his shoot interviews and stuff.
Oh boy!
I saw a great idea on Reddit that WrestleMania should make it, or they should at WWE or one of the events at WrestleMania they should do a Razor Ramon ladder match invitational.
That would be awesome. That will be too sweet. No pun intended.
Because he was always for the young talent getting over, so it would make sense.
I was just about to text you. Anyway, yeah, like I think that would be a hell of an idea, is to have a Razor Ramon invitational ladder match. Like, dude, that would be awesome. I think if you're WWE and if you want to put on, great show. I mean, you don't really have that much of a great, match card yet, because we just got AJ Styles versus Edge. We just got, as of late, Stone Cold Steve Austin against Kevin Owens, or it might be against Seth Rollins. I don't know. I really hope it's not Seth Rollins. As much as I love him, I don't want to see Seth Rollins. I want to see Stone Cold.
Yeah. I don't know how that would be.
It would be awkward, dude. It would be super awkward.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, my internet cut out. Give me just 1 second. I'm just having a little technical issues.
Oh yeah, technical difficult.
Oh yeah, wowie, yeah.
Oh Maui, wowie, oh yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so WrestleMania is looking good. We got AJ Styles versus Edge, which I think is great. They're both not like Otis Dust yet. So we may be getting, little something, little something. But I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that match. It looking great. Edge has this new gimmick that looks creepy in a way. Just looks like he's been hanging out with the vampires a little bit too much.
Well, it's almost like an Malachi Black knockoff. I mean, really?
I think this is what Aleister Black would have done if he still would have been in the company. I think this was his true gimmick.
Well, do you think it's a possibility that Aleister Black pitched to WWE? They're like, oh, that's a great idea. Hey, we'll use it for Edge instead.
And then he's like, hey, Vince, the house always wins, bitch. Guess what we have? We have Buddy Matthews, you son of a bitch. Anyway, no, but I dig Edge's new gimmick. Even though it's kind of creepy, I admit, I kind of got a little bit uncomfortable seeing him coming out with that blue shit all over him. Like, it's weird because his beard is like black, right? His hair is like black. Like, he almost looks like a knockoff Mr. Sinister. No lie. And it's hilarious. But yeah, I dig this new gimmick. I think this is perfect against AJ Styles. It gives him that true babyface, rub, which is great. And yeah, so other than that, I'm digging it. Yeah. Sorry guys, we're a little bit somber, so tonight's gonna be.
Yeah.
Just bear with us tonight. This is a tough one.
I gotta say one thing. I don't think it's as creepy as, like, say, Goldust's gimmick in WCW, staring in kids' windows and all that.
Gimmick.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The 7 gimmick was great.
Yeah.
I tell you that right now.
I think
Anyway,
I think I'm gonna need to restart my computer.
Again?
Yeah, it's just doing this little spinny Discord logo.
I mean, we can see you.
Oh yeah, but I can't see anybody. I can't see anybody.
Disconnect from rejoin.
Yeah, just exit out and then rejoin.
I've done it, and every time I open it,
you have to restart the computer because that's what I had to do before I got on.
Yeah, because it's just doing this. I just sent it to y'all.
Oh boy.
Y'all continue. Let me restart my computer and I'll jump back in.
We are live, pal. We are live.
Yeah. Can we retake that? No, we're live, pal.
Yeah. But I will say this: we live up to our credo. Yeah, I see that. That's crazy. We live up to our credo. We are raw and we are uncensored.
Yeah, we don't have the best of equipment.
What we say on here, then maybe this isn't the podcast for you. Just saying. No, but in all fairness, Joey, how was your weekend? After all this sack of shit news that we got about Scott Hall, man.
It was good.
How was your weekend?
Good. Finally, some spring temperatures. Went to the park, had some fun.
How's your arm?
That's good.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's good.
Before we move on to our next topic, I want to send a special thanks to Joey. Joey, aka Staggerly Crocker. You know, he doesn't get enough appreciation from me or Dan, or really anyone that's in our weekly wrestling group chat. You know, he does some of the best graphics for our show. Without him, World of Kayfabe would not be what it looks like today. You know, a special thanks, especially at the end of this podcast. I'm not going to spoil it, but major thanks goes out to Joey. When I saw what he was going to do for this podcast, I had tears because, you know, he knew that Scott Hall was one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, and to do this, you guys are gonna love it. But yeah, and now we're just 2 guys for right now because Dan said fuck off. Anyway, no, but this weekend we had GCW's Astronaut, and then we also had another GCW show, if I'm not mistaken. I think was it just Astronaut, or was it another show?
I think there was just Astronaut.
I didn't even watch it. You watched it.
Yeah, I watched some of it. Yeah, there were some really good matches on there. There was that Blake Christian match with
Gresham.
Gresham, and that, oh my god, that was a really good match.
And then we had news today that we're getting Nick Aldis against Jonathan Gresham. I never thought this would be a dream match until Joey sent the link or sent the photo of it. And I'm like, dude, this is going to be a banger of a match. I mean, you got a guy like Nick Aldis who is great at submission, great technical wrestler, great all-around type of wrestler. He's not a lucha wrestler, but, you know, he's an old-school type of wrestler.
Yeah, technical.
And then you got a guy like Jonathan Gresham, who's a submission specialist, who is, I'll be real, can outdo Zack Sabre Jr. And I don't care what anyone say. Fight me. Yeah, to see them 2 go at it, that's going to be very interesting. So I'm definitely hyped to see how that's going to be. But yeah, and then we're getting we're getting Chris Dickinson versus Matt Cardona at Joey Janela Spring Break.
Oh my god, that's gonna be
interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bloodbath.
Oh god, like I don't know if you want to call this a death match or just a shoot fight.
It's just gonna be boom, boom, boom.
Matt Cardona's gonna be going to the blood sport. He's gonna be wearing those like karate gear like off of SpongeBob. He's gonna show up, the little headpiece and the gloves. Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be wicked cool.
Oh no, he'll show up with the ECW riot shields after McMahon won the title, and he'll come out with the riot shields. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes. Go. responds to that, I will pop, bruh. I mean, he debuted. Well, I say debuted. He brought out Inner Sandman. He did the Sandman entrance. That was oddly performed by Downstraight, which was weird because I would never thought they would actually pull off a song like that, you know. But kind of looking at this pop figure that I want to unbox. I don't know if I want to unbox it. It's a Royal Rumble exclusive, Joey. It's a Royal Rumble exclusive. I don't know if I want to unbox it or not, to be honest with you. I think I might. I think I might. Let me see. Yeah, it's Ric Flair. See what I mean?
Woo!
Woo! We're trying to cheer ourselves up over this horrible news, which I'm shocked I don't have a Razor Ramon pop figure. I need to get one. Well, good luck trying to find one that's not high dollar.
Yeah.
But yeah, got this Ric Flair pop figure. I'm debating if I want to pop it open. But I tell you what, instead, I'll just put it on top of my Kenny Omega pop figure that I got from one of my wrestling buddies that was at the show last year. And speaking of which, there was a wrestling show over the weekend called GSW. I'm about ready to say GCW. GSW Spring in the Ring. It was a little local event. It was awesome. I had a great time. We're going to be getting the Cajun Outlaws, which is Killer Shane and Rhett the Threat Thibodeau. Yeah. Or Rhett the Threat. I don't want to say his real name. But anyway, we're getting them against Crew Mob, which is the group of Michael White and Thaddeus, whatever his last name is. He's a Mark. Anyway, yeah. We'll be getting that match in a TLC match, which that's going to be awesome. We have a TLC match. It's going to happen in Morgan City, and I'm pretty excited for it. But, or even more funny news, I dressed up as Penta El Zero Mideo. People bought it.
And you ran into the ring, and you won a title. That's what happened.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Here's the thing. I sat front row, right? I sat front row, and basically what happened was there was a guy named Big Ramp. He's a manager. Super cool, super hilarious. And there's a wrestler named Mustang Mike, and he's pretty much this okay, that's fine. Dan said he'll be back in a little bit. Anyway, he's like equivalent to Hulk Hogan in GSW in a way, you know, but he had a gauntlet match, and the winner of that match would face Dan's back, and the winner of that match would face Gil Gracie, Mad Dog Gil Gracie. Anyway, I can't say the dude's name. I'm terrible with names, but yeah, he'll face him at the end of the match, and sure enough, you know, I lost my train of thought. Jesus Christ. Fuck me up, Dan, you son of a bitch. Yeah, so, I really lost my train of thought. Son of a bitch. And I was doing good. Anyway, yeah, this is a tough episode, guys. Just be in mind. This is a very tough episode. But yeah, so needless to say, we had a great time. Oh, that's what I was trying to say, because I was stumbling all over the place, because I'm an idiot. Big Ram come to me, he's like, hey, jump over the guardrail, get in the ring. I was hyped. I was ready to do it. I was like, let's go. Let's do it. They stopped me. Oh God. I hope nobody heard that on
You know, most of the indie shows I've been to actually don't even have a barricade.
Like, they have a barricade. New Iberia don't have a barricade. Bargain City has a barricade.
Because I like I've been to a lot of St. Louis Anarchy shows, and I can go up right next to the ring and go slam onto the ring. Everybody does it.
I'm the same thing in Iberia. We've had that as well.
Yeah.
So my Scott Hall stuff.
I went to a Lone Star Championship Wrestling show, and it was in Pasadena. It's like 45 minutes away. And they the main event was Tommy Dreamer versus at the time he was Lance Hoyt, but Lance Archer.
Yeah.
And me and my buddy Justin wiggled our way from the top of the bleachers all the way down to first row because they just didn't care. And when the show was over, I was like, "Hey, you want to do it?" He's like, "Let's do it." And the wrestlers went to the back. We slid in the ring. I climbed up to the top rope. They were like, "Get out! Get the fuck out of the ring! Get the fuck out of the ring!" I said, "If this is my one shot to get on the top rope, I'm gonna do it." Oh hell yeah! It was cool. It was scary as hell.
Did you wash your ass?
No, I just got up there, stood up on it real quick. My legs kind of wiggled a little bit, but man, it's harder than you think.
Did you feel like Mick Foley in that turnbuckle?
Dude, like
he stood up there.
I felt at home.
He stood up there on the top rope and then splashed onto the security.
That's my windows up, man. Broken in hell, damn it.
Sorry about my technical issue, man. My internet just derped out on me mid-show. It just was like, I think it stopped.
As I'm loading up Discord, it would not load up. So I had to literally restart my own computer, and I'm like, this is some bullshit. You know what I mean?
I think Scott Hall ribbed us.
Stuff happens all the time. Stuff happens all the time. Yeah, stuff happens all the time. I've had power outages doing stuff, whatever.
I hate that. Oh, I hate that. But yeah, so then the end of the show happened, and I had a lot of people coming up to me. Hey, will you sign this? Hey, will you sign that? So me being me, I'm like, well, hell yeah. I signed a dude's hat. I signed a T-shirt. I signed a bunch of programs. I signed all kinds of shit. They literally thought I was Penta Zermideo.
That boy thought he was a character in My Rise.
Bruh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Great segue, but we'll get to that in just a moment.
Be careful! Don't start signing as Penta.
No, Penta, look, I love you, all right, and I was doing the best I can to represent you. And literally, somebody went zero me there, and I'm just playing it wrong. You know what I mean? So it was awesome. I had a great time. Everybody loved it. And me driving on the highway, trying to put on face paint, like I already had the face paint on, but one side was great and the other side looked like all shitty. Like it was terrible. So yeah. I'm driving. I'm literally driving. All right? I'm driving like this, and I'm just looking in the rearview mirror just like that. Like, all right, we got to get the show going. And I'm having my hood on. I have my hood on because I'm going in as a luchador wrestler. Like I don't want nobody to know, hey, stupid, it's Nick with a hood on. Like no, so I literally had to put my hood on like this, and driving, praying to God that I don't get hit. So I'm doing like this, and it's ridiculous.
Imagine how
swerving a little bit like that.
Imagine
it was ridiculous, dude.
Imagine getting pulled over and having to explain that.
Yeah, I'm going to a wrestling event, like I'm part of the show. Wait a minute, I know who you are. You Penta? No, I'm Hexagon.
Yeah, he's just Hexagon.
Oh yeah, but dude, it was an awesome night, man. And then I got back home and we played. Hey, damn, do you want to show what you got in your hand? Because this is a good segue. Because when I got back home, we played none other than WWE 2K22. So yeah, which is a good segue because we're about ready to review this motherfucker. Which coincidentally enough, after last week's episode, which by the way, guys, thank you guys so much. We have reached 52 views on last week's episode. Nice. I don't know how we did it. I have no idea.
I don't know. All of a sudden, one day, it went from 16 to 52.
I think it might have had something to do with that because I kept clicking on it, but I don't know. That might be the case. I have no idea. But we reached the 52. I don't know how, but we did.
Oh, wow. Hey, really quick. They're doing a tribute to Razor Ramon right now, and Corey Graves was in tears right now on Raw. They're doing a video package right now.
I would have to check it out on my phone because I don't want to start crying right now. Don't just
WWE. I'll have it up on YouTube. After all,
have it up on YouTube.
I just noticed. I looked at my TV and Corey is crying.
Yeah.
I mean, we all lost somebody that was definitely.
You could say
an inspiration.
You could say he was one of like the top 10 most influential wrestlers in wrestling. Because do you
ever want to make a title?
Do you know how weird the wrestling world would be if there was no NWO?
I still think.
Go and have one for damn sure.
Hold on. In my opinion, and I will keep this with me till the day that I die. He is the greatest superstar to never hold a heavyweight championship.
Absolutely. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
He was truly a guy that has never won the WCW heavyweight title.
And if we go by
the WWF title. Won all the mid-card titles.
If we go by the
big title.
If we go by the bullshit excuses by the bookers and stuff like Bruce Pritchard, he's like, he didn't need it. He didn't need the world title. Like they said the same shit for Rick Rude.
Rick Rude won the WCW title. He didn't win the world heavyweight title?
Who?
Rick Rude.
No.
I could have sworn he did.
No, in WCW, I think he only had one run with it.
That's what I'm saying. He won the world heavyweight title.
Yeah, but we're talking about this is like 1992 though. It's not the same thing.
Like he might have won. Oh yeah.
But
he looked like everybody's dad.
He
lost his famous mullet or famous.
But no, like why he didn't get any titles in WWF though. You know, like the WWF title.
And I say with like Razor. Razor never won the WWE title, which is insane because he would make an absolute great champion. And then it's like with WCW, he didn't win the World Heavyweight title. He had an opportunity when he fought Sting, but for some reason, I have no idea why he never won the title. And it's a travesty and it's a crime. You know, the man deserves that title. He should have won it. But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact maybe it's because of his alcohol addiction.
Yeah.
Maybe that kind of came into play and probably had plans on, hey, let's put the title on Hall. And it is what it is. But
man,
at that time, he was going through a very rough patch.
You should see
very rough patch.
If anybody hasn't seen him in ECW once he was released from WCW, they're not great matches, but it's just so cool to see.
It's weird.
Scott Hall come out to Ready or Not by the Fugees in ECW.
His shirt and the Too Sweet or whatever. I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But moving right along, we're gonna over the weekend, WWE 2K22 had got released, and some people pre-ordered the game and got to play it Monday night, while other people just so happened to get it for an unbelievable price.
All right, so thank you for that segue. So
you're welcome, anytime, buddy.
So just in case you're listening, Eric with a K.
Caleb with a K. Eric with a K.
This is Eric with a K. So
I don't know the fact you laugh at that one.
So I think it was Saturday.
Yeah, I think it was Saturday.
It was Friday or Saturday. I went to GameStop.
I think it was Saturday.
And I walked in and I had a bunch of trade-ins, and I guess they weren't worth much, which was okay. And they gave me $28 for everything, so there was like a $36 difference. And this guy in line with me, like, we just hit it off. And I was wearing my World of Kayfabe shirt. And I told him we streamed. And he was like, oh, well, that's cool, man. Let me show us your channel. So I showed his channel. I hit the bell, subscribe, yada, yada. And the lady behind the counter told me, she was like, yeah, well, you have $28. The difference is $36. I said, well, look here. I'll just I'll come back next week when I get paid and I'll pay the rest. That's no problem. I can wait. And he was like, no, I'll go ahead and pay for the rest. And I think I said like 5 times, like, nah, man, you can't don't do that. You don't need to. I do appreciate the gesture, but I no. And he was like, no, it's one gamer from the other. And this was after like 5 times.
Maybe we can have him on the show.
And he was like, from one gamer to the next, I want to do it for you. So he ended up paying for my copy of 2K22. So shout out to you, Eric, with a K. If you are watching, God bless you. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do it. I'll throw up a too sweet for that one.
Too sweet, baby. Too sweet.
What's your thoughts on the game, Nick?
I fucking hate it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm joking. I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, I'm going to be honest. And me and you were talking Saturday night. I'm coming back home from the wrestling show. After, mind you, my face is covered in face paint because like I just went in a match with Tajiri or Malachi Black. And I actually got a chance to play it. And I played it Monday night. And, you know, I didn't really have that much time to play because I had to get ready for work. And, you know, I was running on a very, you know, time schedule. And I would play it here and there. But Saturday night was my very first night of actually playing it. And, dude, I love it. I absolutely love it. The controls are, I mean, the controls, and they really mean it. It hits different. It's something to get used to. But I will say this. I love the gameplay of it. I love the graphics. The graphics is, by far, this is the best looking 2K game of all time. 2K14 is now a strong second. But, man, you know, for what it's worth, and that's just on a PS4. I can only imagine what it looks like on a PS5 or an Xbox Series X or X, whatever. But I absolutely love this game. I literally stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, playing this game. My Rise, which is, you know, this game's story mode, is absolutely phenomenal. Now they got two storylines. You can do either the male or you can do the female. Instead of doing like what they did with 2K20, where you do a male and female. So I think what they're doing now, is it a home run? No, it's not. Is it a step in the right direction? Yeah, damn right it is. It is a major right step. I love the gameplay. I feel like the entrances are really great. Instead of just skipping like, okay, well, here comes Roman Reigns. We all know what he's going to do. Yada, yada, yada. No, it feels like you're watching like an actual SmackDown telecast.
Yeah.
It feels like you watching that and seeing him come out, you know, with the belt, doing his thing. And it's like you got the camera that's kind of shaking a little bit, making it look like it's an actual TV show.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I think it's a great thing. And of course, Brock Lesnar, I mean, dude, he looks phenomenal on the game. He looks great.
Well, I think, man, or 2K taking the, year and a half, 2 years?
Almost 2 years.
To do a new game did them justice.
Oh, did it.
Fantastic.
Oh, my God, did it.
I don't have
agree more.
I don't have any cons yet because I haven't really got into it enough. Pros, I like the little things. I like when you go on the outside of the ring, how the camera turns a little bit.
Yes.
It gives you a feel. It feels awesome.
Yes.
My biggest thing I like, and it's cosmetic, but I love it. So I like when you're in the character selection screen, and instead of it, you know, you have like your normal opponent, which is like the render that came with the game. Yeah. And then the older games, you would have a created character. It looks so out of place. But now you can take a custom render and it looks like it was in the game.
Yeah, that's cool.
So like the matchup screen is two legitimate pictures of, you know, the opponents, and it looks awesome. It looks so awesome because now we can turn this into an AEW game by getting renders, and it looks legit.
I started doing, I did MJF, I did Malachi Black, I did CM Punk, Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson. I have yet to do John Moxley. I'm going to add more people once I'm playing the game. Which is crazy because
speaking of CM Punk, did you hear that they banned the word CM Punk on the online part?
Why?
Don't like Punk, apparently.
So they banned CM Punk, like the name CM Punk, on the game, or
on the
real...
on the game on the marketplace or whatever it's called. I haven't played
WWE. No, the Community Creations.
Community Creations. They banned the word CM Punk.
Wow, that's so ridiculous.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing when, like, I think it was like 2K18. If you typed in Chris Benoit or something, they can ban you for that.
I mean, I already have a CM Punk creation.
But the thing is, let me tell you though, if they're banning the CM Punk word, how come there's created characters with CM Punk?
I don't know. That's just what I heard. I haven't played the game. It's just
creation.
It was going around the wrestling news sites the day it came out. I haven't been able to play it yet.
That's so petty.
That's typical WWE bullshit. But yeah, this game definitely hits different. I recommend to anybody who, who's looking for a good wrestling game, either that or Fire Pro. But more on Fire Pro in just a little bit. I want to keep talking about WWE.
And when you were saying you recommend this, like you said, this game is not a hit out of the park.
It's not.
It's got its issues, but if they continue to take this formula and move up, it's only going to get great. But the thing is, I've heard rumors that this is possibly the last 2K WWE game, because apparently WWE is in talks with EA now.
Yeah.
Dude, just imagine EA WWE with a white cover like Madden.
It'll be weird.
It'd be weird, but it'd be cool.
But then they would have the advantage of like the Frostbite engine from like Battlefield.
Bro.
Could you imagine if you could be slammed into the ring and parts would break off? Could you imagine if they actually made destructive rings where the rings collapsed?
Well, I mean, they do.
Crazy. No, I meant
slam.
No, I meant I'm talking about like
a giant.
I'm talking about how like in TNA when the Bully Ray Dudley versus Hulk Hogan, where he started ripping up the ring and taking it was Sting, and started ripping up the ring and tearing up the wood. That would be amazing if you could do that on a WWE game.
That would be pretty cool.
Really quick, guys.
I remember that. match.
Really quick, so we are on the main event of Raw, Seth versus KO. Maybe Cody? Maybe?
Yeah, I got another side. I got other side, so that's why I keep looking over on here.
Nick, and I'm not saying that because I'm gonna fanboy. No, not at all. Not at all. I would have fanboyed if this was like a month ago.
But yeah.
They're just drawing this shit out, and it's just like really.
I think it's gonna be. I heard rumors it might be Cody versus Seth.
Well, that's what I've heard.
That's what it's penciled.
I'm thinking it's going to happen.
That's what it's penciled in as.
We're gonna see what happens.
And he doesn't have a match on Mania so far.
Speaking of that, the reason I was walking my dog a little bit ago before we went live, and Sportskeeda posted that Damian Priest is kind of pissed off because now with Cody coming in, they're not going to give Damian Priest basically the crossroads. They're going to give it to Cody.
Well, yeah, because he had it first.
Yeah, now I don't know how entirely true that is. And Sportskeeda, I mean, I don't know how reliable they are. I just seen it.
They're pretty reliable. They're pretty reliable.
I heard that from multiple sources also.
Yeah, they're pretty reliable. I just don't see Cody coming to WWE. I just don't see it.
With Damian Priest being a big fan of Razor Ramon, do you think he'll use the Razor's Edge?
Yeah,
I think that's gonna happen.
He's been using it lately. I mean, tonight he did it to Finn Balor. He damn near put him to a table.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be his new finisher.
The Archer's Edge.
Because Scott Hall was
I don't know. The Center's Edge. There you go. Center's Edge.
Scott Hall was a fan of Damian Priest, so I could see it going over well.
I can definitely. And then you got Ethan Page. Ethan Page is using it as well.
Yeah.
He's using it as the Eagle Bomb. And then I was using it on 2K22, and I was calling it the House Bomb. But I also have another finisher called the Painkiller, which is a front flip DDT.
Yeah,
So,
I heard you. God, dude.
Bruh.
Night before last, dude.
Bruh.
Hold on. Night before last. Night before last. I was in a party chat with Nick here. He was playing 2K22. It was the day before I got it. And the whole time,
it was the night. It was the night that you got it.
Was it? Well,
yeah, it was Saturday night.
All I kept hearing was, by God, Painkiller, Painkiller, woo, Painkiller. I thought I was watching a NASCAR race. Dale Earnhardt, turn 3, woo!
Oh, man. Like, I was doing an Extreme Rules match, and I was facing MVP. And I don't know, I guess I was like a kid in a candy store, and I set one of my finishes, which is, I call it the Painkiller, which is a front flip DDT, which is where you're on, you're by the corner, right? You by the corner, and you wait for the guy to get up. So it looks like you're about ready to do a spear on a guy, but you jump up, you grab his neck, and you do a front flip. He does a backflip. Hence why it's called the front flip DDT. Hence why I call it the Painkiller. And so literally the whole time I'm doing a match because MVP, like this is, and the AI system on the game is super fun because now instead of being super, simulated, super like, okay, we're trying to make it as real as possible, they made it more arcadey, they make it more fast, which is great. I love the fact that this game is fast. I love how it is very sufficient. Oh, she put a unicorn there. That's so sweet. Now my girlfriend's gonna see it. She's gonna be like, "Oh my God, I got a unicorn! Look, Nate, I got a unicorn!"
Oh, it's my daughter's unicorn. And every time she says this, I am a girl dad. Every time she sees this, nay.
That's funny.
She's such a.
But yeah, like me and Dan was in a party. We was in a party chat in the game. And literally, I was fanboying. I was marking out, having a great time playing this game. And tragedy struck. I lost the match because MVP and a bullshit finish. So later on, probably Wednesday night, I'll be playing 2K22, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of MVP. So yeah, it's gonna happen. But
I think I'm gonna start my rise tonight.
That's good segue. My rise is amazing. GM mode. I feel like that's where it's kind of weak. Robbie, that is a friend of ours, and who was on the show, which he will be back. Don't know when, but he will be back on the show. He did the GM mode, and he didn't really care for it. Now, granted, I am very grateful that they finally broke down and be like, all right, let's get the fans what they want. Let's do GM. But my biggest complaint is you can only do a singles match and a tag match. You can't do no 6-man tag, no 8-man tag, no battle royal, no TLC match, whatsoever. Not even a Royal Rumble match. You can't even do that. So it's very, very limited with the GM. I feel like that's probably one of the more weaker parts. But I feel like if they will work on that and kind of upgrade it to where you can actually do, the 6-man tags, the triple threats, fatal 4-way, 5-way, Royal Rumble, whatever. That would be awesome. Or, better idea, put my superstar, which is now our version of Universe mode, just smash that together with GM and, with GM and Universe mode. Just mash that all together, and you got a hell of a great mode. Yeah. And then you got my faction, which is pretty much the mode that nobody asked. Which is literally the mode that nobody wanted. Nobody asked for it. It was basically NBA 2K whatever nonsense that I guess people like. It was literally a mobile game.
It was their My Player mode for NBA transferred into a WWE game, which makes no sense.
Madden had it too. I believe Madden had it.
Yeah, but I understand why they had it. Why do we need it for a WWE game?
No, I don't understand that. That was dumb. I mean, yeah, we had it for a mobile game, but I mean, that was it. That was that.
Supercard was okay.
Now, getting on to some tragic news. me and Dan, where we became really great friends, is now closing. Fire Pro, the service for Fire Pro is shutting down or calling it a wrap. And it sucks because this is how me and Dan became the best friends that we are to this day. We would constantly, do matches on there. We would have, tag team matches. We would have all kinds of matches.
What does this remind you of? Remember that Rick Rude headlock?
Hey, what does this remind you of right here?
I would have that over and over.
Oh my god! Huh? And then the friends we made, like one of the guys, Chris, aka BCO. You know what I mean? We met him, and super cool dude. We had triple threat matches with him, and those were the funnest shit that we've ever had. And it's very unsudden, and Dan's internet fucked up again. Anyway, bear with us, guys. We are live. We are.
Like I said, thankfully this is Discord, not Facebook. If it was Facebook,
oh my god,
we'd have to call him.
If it was Facebook, we would be.
If it was Facebook, we'd have to call him again.
Which is funny. So one of my buddies, who was a big fan of the show, shout out to Rob Moxley. He's a man from California, IA. You're the man, my dude. He gave me kind of a suggestion. He wanted to call in for the show. We have the number on the screen.
Yeah.
He wanted to call. So, dude, if you ever want to call, the number's on there. Give us a holler. You know what I mean? And I think Dan's internet kind of went out again because he's having technical difficulties. Guys, bear with us. There he is. And we might have lost him. I don't know what's going on. I'm charging my phone over here. Joey's drinking a Coke Zero. Stagger Lee, you doing okay over there, bud? You all right?
Yeah.
Hey! Oh, he's in cell phone mode now. He's no longer laptop mode. He said the hell with that laptop. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's not happening. That's not happening. Let's see. He's gonna do it again. Let's see. Is he? Oh, we have no audio. Can you hear us, Dan? Normally we do Staggerly Crocker, but in this case...
You muted yourself or something.
So stupid, you muted yourself.
Wow, you're really quiet.
Bruh, what the fuck? This is awkward.
Call the phone line.
Call the phone. Call the phone. Call the phone. You son of a... Dad! Well, we got the headset in. Let's see. Let's see. There we go! There we go! Let's go!
So it's raining out of my house, and it keeps disconnecting my internet. But the thing is...
It's supposed to rain tomorrow over here.
My internet drops on my phone, or my... Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This dude, bruh.
We have confirmed reports an asteroid just hit Houston.
Yeah. Oh, Betty. Oh my God, he's back. And then you got Silver Surfer that's going to be hitting Houston, Texas. Anyway. Silver Surfer has arrived in Houston and is destroying Dan's house. Anyway, also,
I swear to God, I swear to God, I think it's Scott Hall playing.
He might be. He's doing his own upper too, but he's coming out the ring, right? And he's doing his own upper. He's, what I mean? He's doing his own upper right here. You know what I mean?
He's like, hey, yo, which fan do you want to pick on the most?
Wait, see if I can do this. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
And then he does that. He fucks up.
So
fucks up the internet.
Who's here to see WCW?
No. You gotta do it right. You cannot just do that and just be whatever. Listen up, it's survey time.
Yeah.
Survey time.
No. You have to wait like
here in the World Kayfabe podcast. How many y'all came to see WCW?
WCW.
And then it takes him like 5 seconds to kind of like rejoice or whatever because he's like, oh, yeah, this is great. Hey, Vincent. Hey, stop looking stupid, Chico. This is great. Hey, stop on it. And then all of a sudden, like, how many y'all came to see? And y'all gotta do this. How many y'all came to see the NW? Oh! And then, like, the crowd's, like, going crazy, and sure enough, survey says one more for the good guys. Man, that's good shit.
I love it.
That's love it. That's good shit.
Dude, you know what Scott Hall match I want to go back, and we can all go back and watch it sometime?
Him against Disco Inferno.
No, dude. Realistically, I want to watch Hall and Nash versus the Faces of Fear at, I think, 96 Halloween Havoc.
No. You thinking of the Outside versus Harlem Heat?
Okay, but I also want to see.
That was a great match.
Yes, but I also
what the hell was that all about?
That's his TV remote.
Jesus Christ! Like he's trying to turn us off, you bastard. What's wrong with you? God damn! We only got like 9 minutes left of the show. Oh, no. We're doing an hour. This is a Scott Hall tribute show. Damn it!
Yeah, we got 8 minutes.
Shut up, Dan. We don't have 8 minutes. Shut up. Anyway, we got as many time as I actually do need to go to bed, but regardless, yeah, it's Harlem versus the Outsiders of '96. I love that match. But Scott Hall Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels ladder match, WrestleMania 10, and then the match they had at, I believe, SummerSlam, which is the other ladder match.
SummerSlam the same year.
Yeah, same year, which that was just a match. And oh Jesus! Now we all know. Jesus Christ! I think Scott Hall is playing games over here.
Jesus Christ, man! We were having
a lot of audio hiccups, so I changed the server. Yeah. We were having a lot of audio hiccups with you, so I changed the server, and it disconnects the audio for a second.
Okay, so y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah. And
oh hell yeah!
You're getting kind of robotic. Your audio is going all robotic-y at times, and it was just computer sounding, and I had to switch the server.
That's probably Discord being an asshole. Discord, stop being a dick. All right, it's not like we're having a war in other places.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ. Anyway, no, but in other news, oh yeah, I can tell I'm kind of. In other news, because we were all talking about Scott Hall and we forgot about the rest of the other shit.
Yeah.
Big E suffered a neck injury.
Yeah.
Bro.
I read recently that one of the doctors says that type of injury, it might be career ending.
Career ending, yeah.
Yeah. But it's a good thing his career not ended. Not yet.
We don't know that.
Because the update. Could be. Well, he had an update. And he said he didn't need surgery.
Yes, but
he need surgery.
Yeah, but the fact of it not needing surgery, he has a C1 fracture. It's the most dangerous as a top cervical vertebrae is a ring and commonly associated with an immediate death or complete paralysis. Thankfully, the fracture was not displaced, and he will not need surgery. However, this type of fracture often heals incompletely, and it may mean the end of his wrestling career.
Yep.
Which sucks, because Big E really had a good wrestling career.
I mean, realistically, if fate wants to go that way, that could have been Big E's last match. I hope to God it's not.
I hope not either.
I'm not a huge Big E fan. I have nothing against him. But as a human being, I don't want to see him lose out on his career like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, speedy recovery to him. And, man, all I can think, is send positive thoughts to him. But how are you going to break your neck?
What the hell was that?
Oh, that was Kristen sneezing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. It sounds violent over here. Like, please.
Yeah,
people,
talk about.
Please, viewers, if you hear that, I didn't hurt her. I promise my hands were here the whole time. My hands were here the whole time. We still love each other. I love
cherish the love we have. We should cherish the love.
Yeah. We have relationship goals, all right? Baby number 2.
Yeah, talk about it. You just made her sneeze.
Baby number 2, maybe in the next year.
There goes the whole apartment complex.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's louder, dude. If she really lets those sneezes loose, like, I'm scared. Scared.
I can about imagine. Moving right along, or I should say, dancing right along, Jeff Hardy is now All Elite Wrestling.
Dancing out to go rescue
the most hilarious debut in AEW history.
Hey, and really quick before we segue over to that, my coworker Dave.
Your coworker what?
Daniel, you're having technical issues, FYI.
Oh God, this is a bad episode, guys. We apologize. This is a bad episode. Oh dear God, and I love the way it made him stop. I love how it just kind of just like that. He looks like one of those video games, like when you look at the back of the box. And you got a screenshot of him.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It's like you were like to select a player character. It was like to select a player character frozen, like you were doing a pose and
thumbnail. But yes, moving right along.
Hold on, can you hear me now?
Barely.
Not well. You need your headset.
Yeah, put your headset on, too stupid.
All right.
Put that very awesome walk shirt that you can get off whatever website that Joey got it on. Spreadshirt. Yeah, Spreadshirt.
Okay. So we're going mobile now since this shit seems to be the only platform that works for me. My buddy David at work, I know he's watching because he keeps telling me, or he keeps texting me. He just called. He said, "Why you look like a chicken nugget, you fat ass," or something like that.
Oh no! We were never gonna hear the end of the story, but anyway. Oh wait. Oh my God! This is bad. This is bad.
I gotta tell. Yeah, you gotta.
Anyway, your buddy Dan. Your buddy David, I mean.
Yeah, my buddy David, my coworker, he's watching this right now because he texted me and he was like, "Yeah, bro, how you gonna hate on Big E, you chicken nugget looking ass?" And I know he's laughing when he hears this right now. Okay.
Chicken nugget ass, I love it.
Oh, dude, he always tells me, he's like, "Man, why you built like a Target Super Center?" You know, it's a fat joke.
Oh, bro, that's fucked up, but that's funny as hell. Cause you look like
it's cool because I give it back to him, right?
I bet you do. You give it back to him, all right.
Yeah, Dave.
Oh, you give him back to him. You give him back them chicken nuggets, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, chicken daddy.
He messaged me
in my belly.
He's like, "How you not gonna like Big E?" It's not that I don't like Big E, man. I'm just tired of the whole New Day shit.
New Day.
I'm burnt out.
Joe, you say New Day one more freaking time. The show's over.
I can't believe how long they've been around. Can you remember when those
7 years?
Can you remember
8 years?
Do you remember those really cringy gospel promos that came out for them?
Oh God, yeah, that was just. Oh
Joey,
God.
Hold on, Joey. Can you get more in frame? Oh, there we go. I had to turn my camera sideways so I can see.
Hey, your friend's name David, right?
David Torres.
David Torres. I think you're right. He does look like a fat ass chicken nugget. But yeah, so moving right along, or in this case, dancing right along, we have the debut of Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Harvey!
The most hilarious meme right now. People are making memes about this, and I've actually have some saved. It was just hilarious as hell because a lot of people expecting. Oh, I'm sorry. Two out of 3 people were expecting. Yeah, you thought I was gonna let this go. I did not, Joey, because I'm about ready to burn your ass. Two 2 out of the 3 people thought that Jeffrey Nero Hardy were going to show up at AEW the following Wednesday. The one person that did not is our great producer. Is our great lead engineer.
Because
what?
I thought it.
Secondly, Crocker.
Because
yours.
Because to me, it's way too predictable.
It is.
Hey, Joey. As we know, KO just won on Raw. So if anything's gonna happen, something's gonna happen now.
The lights turn out. Everything.
And Joey farts.
Dude,
Lights go out and Joey farts.
Dude, they're literally going off the air with Seth Rollins looking at the WrestleMania sign all distraught. Fucking WWE.
Told you. I told you he was not going to show up. I told you about that.
They were saying that if he wasn't going to show up tonight, that he's not coming because they're not going to build this matchup in
we're trying to talk about
week.
We're talking about Nero Hardy, and this jackass keeps talking about Cody Rhodes.
I thought it was
fat ass nugget.
I thought it was Jeff Harvey.
Yeah, that was Jeff Harvey.
Jeff Harvey.
Jeff
Harvey.
Defending his brother.
Sting's face is priceless at this point because he is shocked that Brother Nero has joined AEW. So basically what happened on AEW was they had an emergency staff boardroom meeting, which was Andrade's Hardy family office. I think I said that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they had that, and Private Party finally turned on Matt Hardy, basically doing that. So they basically stole Sami Callahan's gimmick, which is thumbs up, thumbs down, and turn on Matt Hardy, which making Matt Hardy no longer a part of the Andrade Hardy family office, and that is a long ass name. That is ridiculous. So that's good that they finally kicked him out. And here comes Sting, and here comes Darby Allin, and they're all running around. They're trying to beat the crap out of these guys because, we're Batman and Robin. We're going to beat the shit out of these guys. But don't worry, nothing to fear. Jeff Hardy shows up with the loaded theme song that WWE never purchased. It was just classified as stock music. Thank you, Joey. It was classified as stock music. And sure enough, when the song hits, everybody went wild, and everybody was laughing their ass off when Jeff Hardy was humping the air down by the ramp, and his brother was getting his ass kicked.
Now that music...
And he had to dance for a little bit, and he got in the ring, beat the shit out of everybody else, and danced some more. So, yeah.
I want to state one other thing with that music. That when they bought the rights to that music, they also bought the rights to Crash Holly's music and Hardcore Holly's.
Yeah.
So
now, I didn't know Hardcore Holly's was stock.
Hey,
you like it now?
I can't wait for Hardcore Holly to debut at AEW.
Yeah, we're so getting the Attitude Era treatment.
No. I'll one up you. If he debuts, if Bob Holly AEW,
what's up with these camera angles?
He's coming back as Bob Sparking Plug, okay?
Probably comes in with like a super hot rod or some shit.
You're trying to you're doing like spinning camera moves and
it's like a Daft Punk video. Around the world and around the world and around the world and around the world. I can play the song if you want. We don't want to rights to it, but
I'm trying to be cutting edge with my production.
Oh yeah, you cutting edge, all right. You're gonna be making the viewers throw up.
It reminds me of
yourself really cutting edge.
Reminds me of
the edge right through the toilet.
Reminds me of the whole ECW where they do the camera zooms in and.
Oh my God! Yes, yes. Oh, static thing too.
Hey, look who's showing up to the ECW arena. It's Al Snow with head.
Oh my God! Yeah, just a little thing. Get the camera upside down, like, oh my God.
All right, when you did that, I almost wanted to donate 10 cents a minute to you, dude.
I mean, I do have heads. I got some mask in my living room, I can go get you some.
No, but when you do it without it, like I feel sorry. I want to donate 10 cents a minute to feed you. Okay.
I would fuck you. Fuck off.
Eyes of an angel.
Hey, what did David call you? David called you what, a fat ass nugget?
Dude, that man calls me a Walmart super center.
Well,
fat ass chicken nugget.
Well, we just need to start we need to do the Owen Hart type thing. Nugget.
Nugget. I'm not a nugget.
I am not a nugget.
I'm a soul winner.
I'm a soul survivor.
I'm a soul survivor.
Whoa! Hey, you know what? For real though, I was looking on a spreadsheet and I'm thinking about getting a. Remember how the NWO had the white with the reverse colors essentially of these? I'm gonna get the white one now.
Speaking of spreadshirt, you can get our merch. You can be just like us three lads. Go to spreadshirt.com/World of Kayfabe. Don't worry if you can't find the shirt. Message Staggerly Crocker if he lets you. Message Staggerly Crocker or
on the side,
message me and I will gladly send you the link to it.
On the side of every video too.
And it's on the side of our video too.
Yeah, it is on the side of the video.
Hey, other than Joey, we can't see our links or anything.
Well, call us John Cena because we can't see anything. Anyway. Yeah. Oh Jesus. And with that, we also have, I think that's pretty much it. Jeff Hardy was the last thing we covered. Yeah, pretty much it. And now we got Rollins. Now it's official. It's Kevin Owens against Stone Cold Steve Austin or the KO show, which I think is ridiculous. What's the deal with WrestleMania? What are we going to be doing for that weekend? Are we going to be doing a special podcast? You know, I think that would be a hell of an idea.
We'll cross that bridge once we get there because I work on Saturday, so by the time I get home, WrestleMania Night 1's going to be starting.
Yeah. I'll be at Mitch's house that night.
Yeah, I mean, we might just, still do a Monday podcast and do our WrestleMania review.
I'm more excited.
That might be a long episode.
I'm more excited for the collective.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
The collective's looking good. Like I'm with Joey on that one because like GCW always hits it out of the park. Well, almost all the time.
Yeah.
Especially with the collective, we got all kinds of promotions. We got all kinds of shit coming up. You got, I think, what we have so far: Planet Death, Spring Break. Night 1, I believe night 1 and 2.
Yeah, night 1, 2.
Is he doing a part 1 and 2?
Yeah. And then there's Bloodsport also.
Yeah, Bloodsport. I forgot about them.
Is Moxley defending his belt?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, AJ Gray.
He's facing AJ Gray.
Yeah, Gray. And then Moxley's also at Bloodsport also. Yeah.
He always shows up for Bloodsport.
Yeah.
And I think we're finally getting Minoru Suzuki versus Chris Dickinson. I think at Bloodsport. I believe it's Bloodsport.
Is it Chris Dickinson? No.
Yeah, it's Chris Dickinson.
Bloodsport. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Bloodsport. Which that match should have happened. That was a match that was supposed to happen in 2020, but didn't happen because of COVID. Because the pandemic was the thing, and they literally had to shut down all the indie promotions except AEW and WWE. And then Impact would eventually come back on and...
Oh, and speaking of Minoru Suzuki, at GCW Paranoid, they announced recently Minoru Suzuki versus Blake Christian.
That's going to be an interesting match. That should be very interesting.
Yeah.
Give or take. But, yeah. That's pretty much all I have. Final thoughts? As it's winding down?
It sucks.
Scott Hall memories, whatever.
It sucks about Scott Hall.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm just still floored about that.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Raw was a letdown.
As always.
As always. Yeah.
As always. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, this Scott Hall's death reminds me a lot of how it was with like Warrior. I don't know why it feels like that, but it does to me.
I would have said about Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie too, but
Eddie.
Warrior was just so weird because you just saw him
it was so all of a sudden.
You had just seen him the other night. I was just watching TV the next morning at like 11 a.m. and then the announcement came out.
Yeah, because he was on Raw the night after Mania, right?
Yep.
And he delivered that oh so famous, speech, and then moments later, he died. I think he died in his hotel room.
No, he died leaving his hotel.
Yeah, and the parking lot.
I thought it was in his hotel room.
In the parking lot.
I know it was actually leaving the hotel.
It was outside leaving his hotel.
That's crazy.
That death still weirds me out because of the words he said at his final speech. Right. every man breathes their final breath, and then the next day, Joey, and this just shows you how long me and Joey have been friends. Joey sends me a message on Messenger and was like, "Yeah, dude, Warrior's dead." And I said, "What?" Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, me and Joey became friends at WrestleMania 28. So we've been friends for about 10 years now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's something like that.
I've always hated Warrior, but when he passed away, it's like, man, that sucks. I don't have nobody to flip off on the TV. Well, I got Jeff Jarrett, but
I wasn't a huge fan of him. But of course, I didn't want him to die.
The thing was, when me and Dan became friends, I told him that I hated the Warrior. What does he do? As an Ultimate Warrior fucking mug. You.
Hell yeah.
Ultimate Warrior this, Ultimate Warrior. Like, are you kidding me? Fucking hate Ultimate Warrior. Why are you showing me this crap? Speaking of which, what's the deal with that Macho Man Slim Jim stuff? What's up with that?
Oh, that holder?
Yeah.
I need you to shoot me your address.
Well, I'm on you.
You know my phone number. You know my messenger. You can shout. You can send me your number and your address.
Okay.
I just gotta see how much it costs to ship it to you.
Yeah, because I can definitely see a good spot where I would put it at. But yeah, I will say this before we wrap things up. My favorite Scott Hall memory. This was actually a recent one. So last year, my buddy Mustang Mike, who is a wrestling collector, which shout out to him. He might be a future guest on the show. Could happen. He messaged me one day, and he's like, "Hey, man, I got something for you." Or he was going to sell it to me. But I got something for you, and I'm going to sell it to you for a good price. You're going to be very surprised. And sure enough, he sends me a picture, and what is it? Is none other than Razor Ramon. I was so happy. I was at work, and I jumped on. I'm like, "Oh my God! No fucking way!" And so I'm like, "Dude, I'll be there the next day." And sure enough, the next day, I meet him at Walmart, where we normally would meet up at, to where I get, some collectibles, which is where I got, the Sting figure. I got that from him. And he sold me the Razor Ramon autograph for $60. So that's about the same amount as I paid for my Penta autograph. So now I'm going to have to move my Razor Ramon autograph, put it in the living room next to my mom. Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite Razor moments. And then, of course, him getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. Like, that, to me, is a tearjerker.
I have this big.
That's fucking cool.
This is signed by X-Pac and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. High Spot sold this for like $50 or something. And it's all signed by them.
Holy shit. Let me see. I'll show you mine. Hang on. Give me a second over here. Oh God. If I can get this right. All right, there we go. There it is. The one, the only, ladies and gentlemen. the bad guy, if I could get it, and not. There you go.
There you go.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and speaking of Razor Ramon, if you remember back in the day, he was on Jerry Springer with the kids that had AIDS. I looked it up; they're actually alive. They actually lived through it, thankfully.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they said he was They said he was really nice. Razor Ramon.
I wonder if that little kid still has the IC belt that he gave her.
Oh, did he really give her an IC belt?
Yeah, he straight up said he gave her. It was on Jerry Springer. He gave her the IC belt, and then Vince went to an event that night, and he was like, "Vince, I need a new IC belt." He goes, "Well, what'd you do with the old IC belt?" He goes, "I kind of gave it to a kid," and Vince was super cool about it. They just sent another IC belt for that night, and they moved on.
Yeah, because
that's cool.
Because back then they didn't have replicas either, so that they actually had a real. So that kid actually got a real WWF belt.
But
she could have pawned it for crack money, or she still got it.
I would still have it. I mean, I got this over here, and I also got a Scott Hall action figure. It was the WCW Smash and Slam series, and it's
one.
And it's the black and white version. As a matter of fact, let me go do that right now.
Hurry up, we gotta wrap it up.
Oh, shut up, shut up, Dan. Shut up. So I got this one right here. I got the Smash and Slam series, which looks super, super awesome. It's a little bit damaged at the bottom, but I like it.
That was probably one of Scott Hall's best figures before the Mattel re-releases a couple years ago.
I will say this: I definitely want to get the Razor Ramon. The blue one, the blue attire.
What was it? A Defining Moments figure?
Not that one, but that one too. But the one they just recently released. I say recently, but a couple years ago. And it was him with the blue attire and the vest and all that. Why are you making that face? That's weird. Anyway, well, look, we have reached the end of the show. We were going to try to be very long with this one.
And one quick breaking news, in case anyone is curious who is going to induct Sharmell, it's going to be Booker T.
Joey. Yeah. Give us something that's more relevant.
Yeah, I'm just doing last minute breaking news.
Who cares?
I don't know. There might be somebody
Who the hell cares?
There might be somebody.
It's cool to see Sharmell be inducted to the Hall of Fame.
It's cool. We should have been Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Formerly known as Prince Iakea.
No. Not even that. No. You know who should have been inducted to the Hall of Fame? You know who should have been inducted? Norman Smiley. Norman Smiley. You gotta say it. You gotta do the whole that.
Yeah.
You gotta be Bobby the Brain Heaton, circa 1989.
You're signing cursive into the air.
Norman Smiley. No, but really and truly, it's cool that she's going to the Hall of Fame, but I kind of feel that, they kind of overlook,
I kind of think
Elizabeth.
I think it's I think it's
China.
I think it's very rare.
Yes.
I think
it's already in.
No, China, no. Yeah, she's not in by herself. Yeah, she's not in by herself.
No, but that would never happen because Stephanie McMahon hates her.
Where the hell is Bam Bam Bigelow?
Yeah. Bam Bam Bigelow. Here's another one. Ahmed Johnson.
What? You want
Baston Booger?
Bro, you should be kicked off this podcast for even bringing up
I would rather see I'd rather see the Repo Man than him.
Man, yes! Repo Man! Let's go!
Dude, I would rather see the Goon.
Hey, the Goon actually got his own action figure line. Suck it.
Goon.
The Goon has his own action figure line. That is incredible. But yeah, so we have reached the ending of this night's episode. Tune in next week when it's just me and Joey, because Dan is fired from this show because Dan don't know how to keep a good connection. So join us. We're now becoming a two-man crew. We're now known as the Two-Man Power Trip Podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Two-Man Power Trip.
Kayfabe is dead. We're done and over with. And anything else? No, we're not talking about the Shockmaster. Robbie, no. The Shockmaster does not need to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. If he does, I would like to see him fall and bust his ass. But anyway, we have reached the ending of our show. Tune in next week. Dan's not going to be a part of the show because he's fired. No, I'm joking. We had a good time tonight. Tonight was a very tough episode. But we managed to, uplift your spirits, and I hope we can do that. This is a very difficult time for all of us big wrestling fans who are fans of Scott Hall, who's fans of Razor Ramon. This is indeed a tough time. And we hope of World of Kayfabe, we hope that we can uplift your spirits, we can cheer you up with laughter and flipping off Dan because his thing is just bullshit and he's a big fat nugget. Anyway, but for Click Nick, Staggly Crocker, Fat Ass Nugget, Crocker, you know what to do. Hit that track.
Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.